Hello guys, welcome back to another 080 video, and this time we are playing Alpha 22 commentary. And maybe we just need to pause the game for a bit because I am going to adapt to this style because today we'll be looking at two teams, 2-on-2. We have our players, Reed playing the Ptolemies, allied with Temple as the Green Carthaginians, Marcock, I think this is Marcock, although it's Mapcock. I've been reading this as Greek or something. Carthaginians, and we have the lower team, the bright, sunny colored people, Orange Carthaginian. We have a lot of Carthaginians here. Atreles and Christogator, yeah, both playing Carthaginians, and Feldfeld with our yellow Iberians. So this is our team up today. So how are they arranged? Here, yellow, Marco. Okay, so we know where they're located now. Let us continue. It's only 6 minutes, so I will not worry too much about it. Oh, come on, I forgot. Sorry about that, guys. But if you already know my style, I like the East-West format. Okay, and of course, I will be looking at this game with an Alpha 21 assumptions. That means much of the features I have not even delved yet. Yes, I have read the changelog, of course, but maybe we can see a little bit of more Carthaginian gameplay because I haven't actually seen Carthage's embassies being put to good use. But who's to say? This is a very fast game, and of course, we can see here the very nice graphics. I really like the art style of today's. Well, if you have been playing Delenda S, much of these icons aren't new to you, but to me, they are so great, so much better. Well, that is for the units. When it comes to the buildings, however, subjectively, I think the Alpha 21 were better. That's because it's only a matter of taste. And of course, since almost everybody is a Carthaginian, the only diverse players we can see here is Feldfeld's. Feldfeld. I think yes, Feldfeld's Iberians and Reek's Ptolemaic faction, and we see here a little bit of corral strategy being employed. Although I think it's not very practical enough as a. Well, maybe you are practical enough for your ranged cavalry. Ranged cavalry, very lousy hunters in Alpha 21. At least they are better now in Alpha 22, but still, you can see that if you're not hunting for chickens, and I don't know. What do you think? Is a corral strategy very viable for the Ptolemies, or is it only a generic faction too? And just look at here, we have 3 builders being Q04, excuse me. 3 builders is much more efficient. If you want to build 2 more houses, maybe 1 will have that extra bonus on the Ptolemaic side, since everything is pretty much for free. Are they still free? I don't know. Yeah, only time limit. The economic buildings, except for the field, which has some wood cost. A dock also that has that, just your basic economic units. And we can see the map is filled with food, and I'm sorry if I'm having trouble looking at what's going on the map because of the color palette still having a little bit of problem. And yes, even the color palettes are still a problem today, which is mostly the map making constraints, because we have very realistic colors on the maps, and not every map looks the same with their color schemes. And although there is an improvement with the food, I guess, because these ones were orange back then, but now they pretty much looks the same as the purple. You can distinguish them, of course, but it's kind of difficult still. And besides, yes, this is an Age of Empires 2, I think, inherited color palette. They were pink, the food palettes were pink, and now you can see why this corral strategy is starting to become a little bit impractical. Although I think they're free.
Yes,
Yes, they are. Even though they are free, it's still impractical. Although you, kind of a awkward situation for our camel archers taking down a camel. What do their camel counterparts feel about that? I don't know. When it comes to cavalry or the horsemen, that's just fine. And I'm really very impressed by the art style, you know. And although not much has changed to the resulting Carthaginian, but oh, what's this? We see a little bit of a movement, very large movement by Feldfeld, and I was advised to slow the game down if things are going a little bit. Yeah, I think let's just slow the pace down for a little bit, and still quite laggy, still laggy though. And I wonder what strategy Feldfeld used. Sorry about that, guys. I am actually trying to display another feature which is on the end game, but we can see here that there is a power considering the sword. I know cavalry skirmishers that I think Feldfeld made an argument that they are now OP, they are now the imbalanced cavalry units now, that even they can be used for rushing, because Alpha 21, the ranged cavalry's accuracy made them lousy hunters. I mean, I even saw 5 cavalry skirmishers or javelin cavalry can't even hit one deer for a single time with 5 spears each. So that's 25 spears trying to hit one deer. They can't even do that. So that made them lousy hunters compared to their melee counterparts, which they hit. They just make hits. The damage output may vary, but at least they hit. When about range, not sure anymore. And so we see Temple getting pinned down by the two players. So it's not only Feldfeld making the move; it's also Chris Tuggeter making squeezing the life out of Temple, and he resigned immediately, knowing that no, I'm not going to prolong this anymore. Or maybe he just got disconnected. There's also an argument in the description that the power of the look, I like this. There was a time when the pikemen were only holding their sticks up with 2 hands, and right? Oh yes. And now they're see this feature as our men right here started farming for the camels again, because they have already defeated 1 player, so that's a handicap on our western side of things. And let's just comment on the new animations. See that burden animations? Well, the women are still holding it in front, but the men are now holding their burdens on their backs. Yeah, the animations are new, so it's a nice step up or improvement on the UI side of things. Oh yeah, they are really holding it in front, but they're holding with both hands, which is very feminine. Oh, everybody resigns. Okay, so this is the other new feature that I actually like, aside from these numbers, which makes very boring to look at. So we have some victor icons and some defeated people icons. This one, the progress bar, I like it. The economy score, we can see that who is this? Feldfeld. The Ptolemaic guy was ahead in economy all throughout, even though they're oh yes, it's the Iberian. He was the one raising up so much of the economy, and the one who felt behind was Reek, even though Green Temple was the one who was pinned down before. Reek was the slowest one. What was his faction again? I forgot. The Ptolemy? Maybe it's because of building too many corrals and then not focusing much on your economy that made him a little bit behind. And we'll just see here that the sunny colors are the allies who, when it comes to economy score, only Feldfeld was the highest of them all, and the rest just went catching up, except for Mapcock. Yes, that's very good. Military score, look at that. Almost nobody built a military until Feldfeld rushed with those camels, and even, yes, Chris Tugeter also caught up with his own cavalry skirmishers. And what faction was he in again? Yeah, Carthage, the ranged. Everybody was ranged cavalry except for Feldfeld, who had melee cavalry, the sword cavalry. So militarily speaking, oh yeah, this one I think it's for the second player or something. Let's just the score, buildings, blah blah blah. Exploration score. I guess this is the source of Reek's downfall. He went scouting too much at first until we see who was scouting? Iterles. So his economy score before was just catching up, right? No, he went low because he was the one who doing the scouting job for the rest of the team. That's a very good analogy there. Oh, sorry about that. So I guess this is the... So when it comes to the total score, Feldfeld just... he was ahead most of the time. All military, economy, whatever build order he did there, I'm no longer sure because I was too busy trying to rant. But this is... the point is, this is what I love now about Alpha 22, is that I might not be caring much about these numbers only because of the progress bar, which is I love. I really love this one. So that's it. Hope to see you guys in the next replay or gameplay commentary video.